Hi, I'm Mark Smith, Master Certified Technician with Lazydays RV. So as part of our voltage series, we're going to start off with batteries. Batteries are a big part of any RV out there. I'm talking from pop-up trailers all the way up to Prevost buses. So let's start with the most common battery is a wet acid battery. So this battery here is probably the least expensive, but takes the most maintenance. Maintenance on a wet acid battery have caps on them, so you must make sure that the water levels are proper in them. The good thing about wet acid batteries are, though, that they're forgiving. You can use this battery, it's according to how you're going to use your motorhome. If it's an RV that's not plugged in, that you only use certain times of the year, sit around a lot, the wet acid battery are very forgiving. You can actually kill these batteries a bunch of times and they'll come back and perform properly. So your other choice in batteries are the AGM batteries. AGM batteries are non-serviceable, means you don't have to put any water in them. Yes, they're a little more expensive. They're a little easier to use. But they're non-forgiving. So you've got to decide how you're going to use your RV. If you're the type of person that likes to keep it plugged in, maybe next to your house, you're checking on it all the time, this is a great battery for you. If not, if it sits behind the house, you only use it part of the year, you might want to stay with the wet acid batteries. All these batteries all come in different shapes and sizes. 6-volt batteries, 12-volt batteries. So we need to talk about setup and the maintenance involved in that. So here we have a set of standard batteries, 2x3 setup in an RV for house batteries. These are all 6-volt batteries. You can have 12-volt batteries, but in most motorhomes these days they use a deep cycle 6-volt battery for house. These are set up in series and in parallel. Series creates the 12 volts. Parallel creates the higher amperage. The higher amperage, the more amperage, the better longevity for everything in dry camping. We'll talk about that more in the next series. These are wet acid batteries. They need to be serviced. They need to check the water level in them, so you can see down inside the water levels need to be correct. We want to keep them clean. We want to keep the corrosion and everything off of the terminals, the trays, all that. And we talk about we want to keep them charged. As a matter of fact, if you look at this, on all of these coaches, it comes with a warning label that batteries will freeze if they're not kept charged. So that's one of the big tricks. If you're north of Florida, batteries will freeze if they're not charged properly. So batteries are the biggest part of your motorhome, RV, travel trailer, whatever you own. RVs are the life. So take care of your batteries, take care of your motorhome. And always remember, if you have any problems, any questions, give us a call or come down and see us here at Lazydays RV.